This is definitely going to be another exciting match ahead. We've got TRUEWHALE, who is he's definitely not new to the Legend Tournament here, but his opponent is very new to the Legendary Tournament. So this is a new face that TRUEWHALE is not going to be familiar with. We've got pre-bans coming out, and we'll see how much homework TRUEWHALE has done to see if he pre-bans the right unit going up against XXC.
It looks like a safe one is chosen by TRUEWHALE in Oliver. Yeah, XXC here, a newcomer, could potentially be a sleeper threat in this bracket because TRUEWHALE is truly a veteran to the Legend Tournament and has a lot of experience fighting a ton of different players that you've seen here. But XXC is just such a secret. So TRUEWHALE opting for that Nana first there, Stoic.
Yeah, taking that Nana, taking a diligent route here, going with the Nana first pick. Let's see what XXC is going to be drafting after seeing the Nana. Let's see if we're going to see something similar to Yanhong. And this is not similar at all to Yanhong. We're going to be seeing a Wusa in Cannel coming out for XXC.
Yeah, the Wusa still maintaining a prevalence in RTA even post-nerf with the true damage on skill 2. Just seeing a decrease in potency, and yet he is still being picked here in the opening slots of XXC's draft. TRUEWHALE following up with Narsha and Molong.
Yep, Nasha in Molong. Definitely some good picks you can see coming out with a Nana. We've seen a lot of Molong Nana play in previous seasons as well. But Nasha and the Nana, which are great units, because if Nasha does get dismounted and gets revived back with an orb, she's going to get that beast once again. Jogun and Savannah coming out for XXC. And we're going to be seeing an Ileana and Bella potentially being locked in by TRUEWHALE. Not expecting to see this draft. Curious if XXC was going to be prepared to see these two units coming out of TRUEWHALE.
Please, TRUEWHALE, please lock him in. Please. Oh, that's Valantis is fine too. But I'm stoked to see the Bella here. And you called it, Stoic. We accidentally foreshadowed this morning on the stream earlier today. We were talking about the Beast Riders and Nana combo. It's just, you can't win when you're up against them. When you take down a Beast Rider, it feels like you won by getting that Soul Stone away, but then it comes back on top of the Beast again, and suddenly it feels like you're having to go through two other monsters.
Yep, that is right. This Savannah looking pretty scary on the side of XXC, and he is going to be wrapping up his draft with a Water Ryu. I'm not too sure if Water Ryu is going to be the ban here. I know it is a 24 speed lead, but it is Savannah. Savannah's going to get the bullet here, and Valantis is going to get banned out. That's the AoE strip that TRUEWHALE had here. I think that's the right ban. We'll see how it's going to play out. Speed lead for XXC, and this is round 1 between TRUEWHALE and XXC.
I'm so stoked. I love the respect for the AoE defense break from TRUEWHALE. I think that was a really good call. Comes more trying to get as many strips as possible, and it looks like he got it. Look, this would be a great opportunity for Jogun to lock somebody away. The big res from Nana.
Massive res there. He really needed to put that unit away. It looks like he's going to buff up. He's going to keep himself nice and safe now that TRUEWHALE doesn't really have an AoE strip here. Looking to lock everybody down here, but Connell's only able to get 1 stun, and that's going to be on Bella.
Yeah, and there's definitely a potent single target strip available for TRUEWHALE. Let's see, and he does confirm the kill on Colonel. That's why we love to see Narsha. Such an aggressive unit. Put TRUEWHALE so far ahead too, coupled with Nana.
Yeah, it really did. So it looks like he's not trying to get rid of that Molong. It'll just revive back with the orb. It looks like he's trying to get a lot of units really low to HP, throw down an AoE, and then just eliminate 2 orbs immediately.
Yeah, this is an amazing way to just capitalize on that strip and making that immunity feel as if it wasn't even there to begin with. This is great. TRUEWHALE in a commanding position, although notably his monsters are kind of low. I know this is kind of a sacrilege to say, but he only has 2 soul stones, you know? It's like if everybody's low, he could potentially kill with more here.
Yeah, more there with the big kills there. Narsha is going to be one of the units to revive back here. Gets the additional turn. Another orb's going to be popping up here. That is huge for TRUEWHALE. There
you go. That's what you're afraid. It is such a strong combination, the Nana and the Beast Rider. This is looking very good for TRUEWHALE. It's going to be a little bit tough here for XXC, but I mean, if he can potentially get rid of the Molong and dismount, I know I'm maintaining a very slim source of hope here, but I mean, Moore's passive could end up helping him a lot.
Yeah, definitely. He's got to go with the shields and immunity, throwing it up there. Nice additional turn. He's going to heal up his Wusa a little bit here. He needs to use that second skill. He can actually use that to target the Nana down, and he is going to be targeting Nana down. TRUEWHALE's going to need some additional turns. He's got to crack the shield, which he did. He's got to drop another unit because he's going to want to get his hands onto another orb.
Here we go. It's tough, but you don't scoop in this situation. This is what we're talking about. It looks tough, but you don't scoop. Moore's passive here. If he cleans up the Molong, then XXC takes it. That's why you don't
XXC
scoop.
does take it. Holy cow, and he's going the safe route, throwing up the shields and immunity. No additional turns are coming out here. Wow, XXC is going to be taking round 1 away from TRUEWHALE.
That's what I'm talking about, man. You don't scoop in that position. It sounds ridiculous because we were just talking about the 2 soul stones. Anything more than 1 can just shift the game like crazy. But XXC did a great job, had everybody low, cleaned it up with Moore's second skill, and all of a sudden he's like, wait a minute, do I have a shot? I was like, awesome.
The reverse back foot, though, that was absolutely outstanding. XXC handled it very, very well. You could tell where he started to change focus to get more units down to a low HP to remove 2 orbs so that when units come back, it was a roll of the dice, and the units that popped up was the Molong and the Nasha. So Nasha was the big unit for TRUEWHALE, and that was going to be a unit that it was going to help boost up more orbs, but it didn't work out in that way because XXC was able to keep all those units back. So it was almost like XXC did the right thing. TRUEWHALE was coming back, but XXC once again made a big push back on TRUEWHALE.
An amazing comeback. Like, XXC looked like he almost lost the game in the opening turn when Narsha knocked out the Carnal. Let's see what TRUEWHALE can do to bring this back in his favor. We're going into round number 2 here with the advantage in the favor XXC. The newcomer.
Pre-bans from last time. The newcomer to a legendary tournament. The new pre-bans are coming out. The Jogan and the Volantis getting pre-banned here. The Jogan getting pre-banned because of the off-wheel units that TRUEWHALE had here. Wants to make sure that nothing gets put away in a scroll because clearly he's going down the route of scrolling up a Nana. Look how fast these picks went in there. Nana was locked in instantly, taken away from TRUEWHALE. And then very quickly a Hathor and Wusa.
Yeah, you saw that? It was like TRUEWHALE expected it. Like the first pick, he's like, the first pick's definitely going to be Nana. I guarantee you predicted that. So quick to complete the combo of the Gani Hathor and taking the Moor away from XXC here. This is going to be a very different game from what we just saw, actually.
Yeah, very confident drafting. XXC now slowing things down. Good for him, realizing that, taking it slow. This is not something that you need to rush. Take up your time as much as possible. He's got last 2 picks to respond after seeing Gani Hathor, the Water Ryu, coming out.
Oh, wow. XXC changing up the vast majority of the components of his team. Like, this is totally new for both players. We see TRUEWHALE totally pivot to a CC comp away from that aggressive snipe before. This is interesting.
That is interesting. Riley being the last pick here is honestly signaling that I think the Water Ryu is going to get banned out. Not having a strip on the side of TRUEWHALE, I think he bans out the Water Ryu, but that's going to force TRUEWHALE to have to ban out that Epicon Priest, the Chloe.
Chloe, but or does he just ban the Hathor and just say like, oh, there's nothing to follow up with? There's a couple valid options here for XXC and TRUEWHALE to knock out here, but I do.
Hathor could very well be the ban as well.
Yeah, because then it makes it so that there's really nothing to follow up with. Yeah, there it goes. So Hathor gets taken out. And Molong too, and now TRUEWHALE's looking. Moore is going to have to do a lot of work here because he's
Moore
now the primary damage.
Yeah, I can't help but favor XXC right now. I think Oliver is going to have a field day without with TRUEWHALE's team here. We'll see if that's going to play out. Big second skill definitely onto the boost. I think he wants to push that unit back. No, it's going to swap over to the Ileana.
And he brings out Chloe's third skill, confident that Water Ryu is not going to be able to strip everything. Instead, skips his turn. Here comes Oliver to invoke his will on the enemy team. Looks like everybody's
so
going
much
to be
damage.
Wow.
Water Ryu getting devastated right there. He's got to throw down a big third skill, get the shields and immunity there. There is no sustain on the side of TRUEWHALE. He's not going to be able to heal up that Water Ryu. He just needs to utilize it as long as possible.
Yeah, you're right about that. He's the only heal he has is Wusa's second skill. Otherwise, he's just got prolonging the inevitable. Let's see what he can do. Strips immunity off of Nana. Notably, invincibility still on 2 units here.
Yep, that's not what TRUEWHALE needs to see at all. I don't think it looks very good for him here. There's the Charge Vitality coming out on the Oliver. Oliver's going to be fit to destroy that shield. Almost killing the Water Ryu here, but Yonhong's going to be there. That is 2 orbs for XXC, and I don't see a way that TRUEWHALE can take that away from him.
The writing is a bit on the wall for TRUEWHALE here. He's waiting to see if maybe he can just find an opening. the only hope that he has is that glancing from Ganny plus Seal Magic's damage multiplier being pretty high, if he can just try to bait us out into like the 30% attack up range, maybe he could take out a unit. But honestly, 2 Soul Stones on Nana, Oliver, and Yonhong, I think you're right, Stoic. I think this is pretty much over. But XXC did an incredible draft here.
Yeah, XXC drafted phenomenally. Great bans as well. XXC really does deserve the victory here. TRUEWHALE not giving up, though. Like you say, we do have that second skill that's able to apply a lot of damage here, but that Oliver is going to be one heck of a unit to deal with. And the 2 orbs sitting on top of the Nana, he's going to have to keep burying this Oliver to get through those orbs.
Do you ventilate Wusa here? Yes, you do, so you can get the second skill back. And I think, while I think that we may be right about the position of XXC right now, Stoic, as long as TRUEWHALE is not giving up, I'm not giving up on TRUEWHALE. I'm willing to explore some possible options here. Opts for the 3rd skill instead of the 2nd skill. I think I would have liked to try to see him just take out a Soul Stone, but you know what? Maybe the glancing is more important right now.
Potentially, he's just going for the longer skilled move here, because the Wusa can at least proc into a 2nd skill to try and keep that up, where the 3rd skill is something that he can't really do. So he's going to take advantage of that ventilate onto the Wusa and go for the shielded immunity so that the shields stay up nice and thick. You're going to see TRUEWHALE, he's still going to be trying to bury away, dig away at this Oliver. There's the ventilate. He's going for the ventilate back onto the Wusa, even though the 2nd skill was still up, which is interesting.
Yeah, I wonder what he was trying to do there. I guess maybe he was trying to like have it up so if Yonhong like had strip open, but she still has one more turn, something like that. But yeah, I see what you're talking about there, Stoic. I think you're right. I think you're right there.
This is tough. Really interesting plays here. He's keeping up with the immunity, so Oliver's not able to do what Oliver does, and TRUEWHALE's still trying to dig away at it, and he is doing a really good job. He has to use that skill 3. He's got to use skill 3 to keep the team healthy.
It would be way too greedy to go for it. Like, mad respect to TRUEWHALE right now for sticking in this and seeing that it wasn't. Oh, I'm really glad that he didn't scoop. You don't scoop at the legend turn. Like, it's not what you do.
But there's the deepest string. Oliver shuts it down. That is going to be it. XXC is going to be moving forward. Holy cow.
2-0, the sleeper. The first come to the legend tournament. XXC taking TRUEWHALE 2-0.